Hello, everyone. Back again with another episode of SuppTalk Radio. You know, I hate Instagram some days. I love Instagram some days. And I'm proud to announce, through Instagram, I met my guest. The same commonality is good old Crazy Eddie from Muscle Players. He's introduced me to a lot of good people, has not steered me wrong. My guest is a New Jersey person. I'm a New York person. I'm sure we'll talk a little bit of sports. But I'm excited to have my guest on today, Alan from Heroic Muscle. Welcome, my man.
Hey, guys, what's going on? Hey, how's my hair? I just want to make sure, I didn't get a haircut recently, the COVID thing. You got to do that self shit, but just want to make sure I look good, man. You know what I mean? Make sure my breath is right. Can you smell my breath now?
You straight, brother. You straight.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
So I know we talked a little bit offline here. What part of Jersey are you in?
I'm in Piscataway, New Jersey.
Now, is that I'm not as good with New Jersey. Is that south, north, where?
Central Jersey. If you know Edison, New Brunswick area, South Plainfield, I'm around that area.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. About 3 miles away. Not 3. Yeah, about 4 miles away from Apollon Gym.
Born and raised?
In New Jersey, yeah. Well, I used to live in Plainfield, New Jersey.
Okay.
The hood area of it's a hood area now. You don't want to go through it at night. But Piscataway is like next town over.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alan, let's go in the time machine for a minute. Let's go all the way back. Were you an athlete growing up? Sports, anything whatsoever?
Okay. I was the fat, chubby kid.
All right.
Big Transformers and Voltron fan, baby. What do you know about that? What do you know about Transformers, Voltron? I used to love drawing all the time. And now to this day, I've always been a comic book collector. I had comics when I was collecting as a kid from like 6, 7 years old up to today. So I was a big comic book fan, drawing, watching G.I. Joe, Transformers, Voltron. So I was born and raised doing things like that, going to Catholic school in Plainfield, New Jersey,
Okay. Any really expensive comic books in the collection?
First appearance of Thanos.
Okay.
So that's it. So something like that. The first American appearance of the Transformers.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Some really early Wolverine issues. I got some early Avengers from the 1960s. I got a couple 1960s books. Yeah, I got a big collection. I got those big long boxes you see like in the comic book stores, those big heavy long boxes. I got about like 12 of them, man.
So you're more a Marvel or a DC guy, or does it matter to you? I
used to hate DC growing up.
Okay.
I was born on Marvel. I was born on Thor. I grew up loving Thor. So, and from the 80s, I was hooked on a comic book artist called Walt Simonson. He started all the epic Thor stuff. So I was like really hooked into that. I always like in school, I always like reading about mythology, like gods, Greek gods and stuff like that. So when you saw Thor with a hammer, I was like, man, this is up my alley. That's how I got, hooked on the comic book. So that's why I love Thor to begin with. Thor, then Silver Surfer, and Avengers. And, I wasn't a big DC fan. I like the Avengers Marvel was a little bit more serious.
Yeah.
And DC was too colorful for me. I didn't like Superman. Look at this little colorful guy with his red underwear outside of his pants. And I never liked that. I was like, I don't like Justice League. Avengers was always better to me. Old school Avengers. But I learned to love DC later when, I don't know if you heard of Frank Miller.
Oh yeah. Sin City.
When Frank Miller came along and changed the game, he changed the game for Daredevil, write some of the best stories, and then when he started on Batman, when he started doing the Batman: The Dark Knight, and he just made it he changed Batman from that Adam West look. Remember the Super Friends.
Oh yeah.
Super Friends Batman, Smile Batman. When he changed him into the Batman we know, the dark, gritty Batman. That's what all the movies are based off of. Off of Frank Miller. That's what I was like, oh, this is it. This is the one I want. Now that's why I started liking DC. I was like, oh, this is what I want. And I became a big Batman fan early. So Frank Miller.
So when you look at the Batmans over the years, I guess, are you more the Christian Bale Batman then? The more dark, the grittiness, like for the movies?
I didn't like Christian Bale. until
Really?
I didn't like him because I saw him from American Psycho.
Oh, dude, that's a
Remember that?
killer movie.
He was crazy. But I was like, I don't know if that's Batman. And then when I saw the movie, well, as soon as Batman opened, I was like, okay, this works. You know, it was just like Heath Ledger. Heath Ledger was coming off of Brokeback Mountain, and then announced him to be the Joker. Oh man, I was so pissed off. You know what I mean? I was like, and then when first 5 minutes, he stole it from me. It's like, oh my god, you know, best Joker. What best Joker ever was Heath Ledger.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I go back and forth with Jack Nicholson, even though that series of Batmans back in the day were a little bit more cartoony.
Oh, I love that Jack Nicholson one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was awesome. Jack Nicholson Joker was awesome, but Heath Ledger is like, that's why I compared him to Jack Nicholson. I was like, oh, he's never going to be Jack Nicholson. But when, you know, the first 5-10 minutes of The Dark Knight, it's like, oh my God, this is completely different. This is awesome. Christopher Nolan's a genius.
You know what though, bro? I think I got a couple of years on you. But when the Michael Keaton Batman came out in the 80s,
people were crapping on him because he was Mr. Mom.
Yeah, he was a comedian, and people thought the same thing, that he was not going to be able to pull it off, but he actually did pull it off at that time. Yeah,
they said, oh, Mr. Mom is going to be Batman. How is it? What are they doing? But he pulled it off. It was genius. I went to the theater to go see it, man. I loved it.
But I guess for me, I think the Christian Bale, I like that series just because of the cars and the effects and everything else. I mean, it's more modern and whatnot.
I think I had a heart attack in the theater when the revamped Batmobile first appeared. Okay. You know, the tank version in Batman Returns. I think my jaw dropped and never picked it up ever since. You know, I was like, that was the coolest thing, the Bat tank. That tank thing that you had in that movie, with Christian Bale. Was
it that one where it turned into the motorcycle, or am I confusing it with the other one?
Well, that's the one that turns into the motorcycle. The debut of it killed me. I was like, oh my God, this is the coolest thing ever. And I was like, I have it on Blu-ray, and I can watch that scene over and over and over. And sometimes I'll start the movie and I'll just jump to that scene and begin right there, to see the debut of Batmobile.
Well, it's funny because my son, back when the movie came out, was a little guy, and it was the same thing. Wanted me to fast forward to that one scene where he's in the tunnel and the tumbler flips over, and then he releases the motorcycle. And that's over and over and over and over with my son.
Yeah, it's just like that, right? Just the debut of that's the coolest. I can watch that and never get tired of it, man. I'm like that with movies, man. I'll like just go to my favorite part. I just want to see that. That's all.
Oh man, so let's get back on track. I know people are probably going to listen to this and be like, "Wait a minute, I thought you're supposed to be about supplements and working out and everything." And
it's about everything, guys. Jesus Christ, chill, man.
Two geeks geeking out over superheroes.
Yeah, I'm a comic book guy. I love bodybuilding. I love bodybuilding because I fell in love bodybuilding because I wanted to be what I read. I wanted to be a superhero. All the superheroes were all big and muscular, so I was like, I want to look like what I read, man. Look. Thor was my favorite character. He was huge, juiced up Thor. I want to look like juiced up Thor. I want to look like a god.
So when did you first hit the gym?
I was off and on for a while. Then my brother-in-law got me into working out back in 1989, 1990. No, 1999.
Okay.
1999, 2000. That's when I really started working out serious. And then the way I started training is different. I didn't start as a newbie too much. I started reading Dorian Yates books like within the first 3 weeks.
Oh, geez.
And I adapted pretty quick. And it was like unconventional. I read the Arnold stuff. It's like, oh man, I don't know about that. Through working out 3 hours twice a day. I tried it, and it worked a little bit. Then I read it. I got a Dorian Yates book. I got Flex magazine. So let me try this Dorian stuff, and it worked fast. I got hooked on that for a little while, and I started gaining weight both ways, good and bad way. I started eating everything and anything, but yeah.
I think that's how everybody is we're worried more about just putting on size. And all right, when you're younger, you don't really pay attention to macros. It's more of, okay, I just had a good workout. I'm gonna have 6 Pop-Tarts here just to kind of fill up again.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I was addicted to training ever since reading the Dorian book, and then I became a big Kevin Levrone fan right after him. So Kevin Levrone was my favorite bodybuilder of all time.
Okay.
He was like, if you had to meet one bodybuilder before you die, Who would it be? Arnold? Or I was like, no, Kevin Levrone. And I did get to meet Kevin Levrone last year.
Did you? Where? Out at Apollon, right?
At Apollon, yeah.
Yep.
It was a thing. I shook hands, talked. He even gave me a damn hug. What can you think about a super fan who based all his training after Kevin? Getting a hug from a legend like that, from a guy he idolized.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The guy was awesome. I used to watch Kevin's videos like 1 or 2 hours before I go to bed, because I was going to do exactly what he did tomorrow.
Yep.
So if I'm doing chest tomorrow, I'm going to watch one of Kevin Levrone's chest workouts on VHS.
Of course.
On VHS the night before. So I'll go to sleep on that, and just that's in my head. Because if you look at Kevin Levrone's videos, especially during the 90s and early 2000s, he was the most motivational trainer out of all of them. All the other bodybuilders, they're dying, they're on a contest diet, They're grumpy and bad attitude. No, not bad attitude. You would have bad attitude if you were low on carbs, but they're training like crap, playing with machines and cables. And here's Kevin, 2 weeks out before the Olympia. Everyone should be like playing with machines. This guy's benching 500 pounds with a hoodie on his gym, motivated, throwing up 500 pounds on a flat bench, and then after that, 455 on an incline 2 weeks out prior to the Olympia. I was like, that's the best training I've ever seen out of all people outside of Dorian. Dorian only had like 1 or 2 videos, but Kevin's videos were like consistent. I watch everyone else's. They put me to sleep. Flex Wheeler was the most depressing to watch. But Kevin was motivation. It set me on fire. It's like, I'm doing that workout tomorrow. I'm training chest, but I got to watch a Kevin Levrone video tonight before I train chest tomorrow. Any body part I want to do tomorrow, I make sure I watch his video of what he's doing. Then I emulate that the next day.
I'm a Levrone fan too. And did you watch the Olympias too? Did you watch the competitions, or were you just more watching his training videos?
I watch it all. Oh, I'm a big bodybuilding fan, man. Okay. Oh, I watch it all, baby. I watch it all.
I hate to sound this because I'm married and I'm hetero and not defending anybody. Do you remember the Olympia where he stepped on stage and pulled a flag out of his tights?
Yeah, that was 2001 Olympia. Yep. Right after 9/11. Yep. 2000. No. I'm wrong. No, I think 1995. 1995 Olympia. When he came second to Dorian. Yep. He's always been a patriotic guy. But yeah, I remember that. It was a little weird. He pulled it right out the front of his trunks. Yeah, that was 95 Olympia. Yep, after his posing routine.
So I hear you say Dorian, I hear you say Kevin. So do you think like the 90s is the best form for bodybuilding or the best physique? So what do you think?
I think all-time greatest bodybuilders, people want to say the 70s and stuff because of Arnold, to be respectful, but to me, what blew everybody away was the 90s bodybuilders.
Yes.
You had the whole top 10 was like, you had guys in the top 10 that could probably win the Olympia today with the physiques they had.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you had, think about it, man. Think of the superstars outside of Levrone and
Sean Ray, Nasser El Somebody, Labrada,
Flex Wheeler, Jesus Christ. I mean, the list goes on. Even Sonny Schmidt from Australia, he was placing 10th. Even Mike Matarazzo, he came in. He was pretty good. I mean, he didn't place the best, but he brought conditioning you wish the current Mr. Olympia would have had. Jean-Pierre Fuchs, early Jean-Pierre Fuchs, Mike Francois.
Oh yeah,
oh,
dude.
Man, there was a lot of talent in the 90s, man. Just like, and these guys are consistent in shape. They didn't even use gurus. I mean, these guys got in shape on their own. You know what I mean? It's like, I think the genetic pool was deep.
Well, not just that though, bro, but like fast forward back to 20 years ago, it was common for a bodybuilder to compete 4, 6, 10 times a year, doing every single show, because you were guaranteed every show you were guaranteed to see a top 5 person from the Olympia on that the Miami shows and Chicago shows, and now you're lucky everybody competes once a year.
Yeah, exactly. The only person who did like once a year was like Sean Ray, but outside of Sean Ray, everyone is doing multiple shows, man. Look at Kevin Levrone. He didn't win the Olympia, but he got 21 wins under his belt. You know what I mean? From all those Grand Prix and stuff. Think about it. Even Ronnie Coleman wasn't placing during the 90s, and he was a genetic marvel. He didn't start placing until he won the Olympia in 98.
Dude, he was
You know
10th,
what I mean?
it was 9th or 10th the year before in the Olympia.
Man, Ronnie used to suck, man. He used to be dead last in the European Grand Prix after the Olympia. You know, European Grand Prix, you had like, you know, guys, their idea of, you know, going on a diet was shaking the sprinkles off their donut and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yep.
If you came last in the Grand Prix, that means you really sucked. And that was Ronnie for a while. I mean, so just think how crazy that is. What happened to him later on, you know what I mean?
Oh, I know. And he says now he wouldn't change a thing. As bad a shape as he is, he said I wouldn't change a thing.
Nope. Unfortunately, you know, his body took a toll, but that's what got him to where he was. People want to say, oh, Ronnie should have trained this way. He should have trained that way. You never know. That's what he did is what got him 8 Mr. Olympias.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, there is a sacrifice. I mean, you make a sacrifice when you use, you know, so much drugs and you train that insane way. It's going to catch up on you later. But, you know, if you ask Ronnie, some other people, they'd rather get, you know, be a legendary champion and let their body, you know, take a hit later on. You know what I mean?
See, I'm a huge Dexter fan too, Dexter Jackson. But, you know, this is his last Olympia. He's finally hanging it up. I don't know if there's anybody that's going to save bodybuilding. I don't know if there's anybody left.
I'm a big Phil Heath fan. So Phil Heath reminds me of the 90s bodybuilders. He's like a mix of Sean Ray and Kevin Levrone to me. So
but is he coming back though? I think he's done. He's going to be 40 or 41 this year, I think.
He, from what I understand, from what I'm hearing, you know, he knows the window is closing. So it's either this year or next year, and that's it, baby. You know what I mean?
You know, actually, no, I take it back. I think Roden had the chance of bringing bodybuilding back, but all his shit going on, I don't know if he's ever going to get back in. Oh, man,
what a mess he's in, man. Hey, you don't know if he's going to get back in unless his charges are dropped, you know, he's allowed to compete. So, you know, with Olympia, with the whole new owner and back in the Vegas Strip over in, what is it, Planet Hollywood now?
I just read that. Yeah, December.
Yeah, they're out of that shitty-ass Orleans arena hotel that they were stuck in for the longest time. So they're actually somewhere good. I mean, hopefully he gets to do something. I would like to see him and Phil rematch.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna give Phil the win.
We'll see, man. They both got to come in. They both got to come in on target. I like Sean's lines better than Phil, but you know, again, it's all subjective.
I like Phil's 3D deep separations. You know, I just like that pop. He's that guy that you know when he walks out, I say, oh, okay, all right. And then when he poses, oh shit, I didn't see that. You know, he just explodes. I like that. I like that from him. I just like his genetics there. I know he had that little abdominal issue, but I'm sure he's going to take care of that. I was still pissed off when he lost to Roden with that. I was like, I don't know if he should have lost it. I don't know. I still debate that, but it is what it is. Can't cry over that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's it, man. I used to compete myself. I love bodybuilding. It's kind of on the slide for me, but that's it. It's all subjective, man.
You used to compete, yeah? Yeah. Oh, man, where's the photos, man?
20 years ago, but I mean, I was in a small pond. I mean, I was a lightweight at 155.
Oh, okay. So you're a bodybuilder. No matter what you say, they say you're a bodybuilder.
Yeah, but now being 48, it's more of just maintain.
Yeah. You do what you got to do for health. You know what I mean? You want to stay natural, right, Michael Hearn? I mean, you know, not like that.
Wow.
If you believe he's natural, then I think you should find another sport to get into.
You got a bridge to sell me?
Exactly.
Oh my God.
I mean, there's at a point where, and you know, I love that guy. He's so cool. I love watching his channel. But the natural shit, you think I'm stupid or something? The guy, how old is he? 50?
Oh, he's in his 50s, dude. His 50s.
Same
it was 20 years ago.
Doing 500-pound incline benches, shirtless, no protective gear and stuff like that, staying low % body fat. Well, you decide if you think that's natural. I don't care if you have been training since you're 8 years old.
True, that's what he says.
Yeah, and the power techniques of training, power bodybuilding, specific ways of eating. I don't give a damn what you say. You know, you sell that to the kids and the up and comers, but me and you, we've been in this game for a long time.
That's it, brother.
We've seen people in and out of the gym. We seen all types of talent coming out. You're not fooling me. But now you're at a point now where you keep saying you're natural so much is that you can't back out of it.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't say, like for me, I can't be preaching people, oh, I'm natural, and where I've been, juicing all this time. I'm just saying for me.
Yeah.
And then, all this time denying it, getting all these sponsors. You're at a point now of no return. You can't say, oh, now I'm natural. And that means you've been lying to us all this time. You got people who bought products from you believing you're natural. You had these sponsors backing you up. Everybody's going to pull out on you. Now you have to stick with that. You're stuck with that. You just have to stand with it. You know what I mean?
It'll be interesting. And I don't know the guy. I don't wish him any ill will. But if and when he finally passes away, it'll be something like an enlarged heart, bad kidneys, or something that'll affect.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. He can't admit that he's natural anymore. You're not able to, or you're going to lose everything. You know what I mean? You're stuck. You're stuck that way. Yeah. Just don't discuss it anymore.
So let's talk for a minute. Obviously, going back, you started working out. When did you start using supplements? Well, what was your first supplement? Do you remember?
Protein.
Okay.
A bucket of protein I would share with my brother-in-law within the first month. I started supplements early. When I jumped into it, I didn't want to jump into it blind. Yeah. Before then I was that typical kid, you train for a couple of weeks, maybe a couple of months, then you're off for 6-7 months, then you come back. So I said, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to start researching fast.
Yeah.
So protein was something what I was doing. We used to, before drinking protein, we used to take, Parmalat?
Oh, yeah.
Milk? Oh, my God. Think about this. We used to take milk and mix it with Parmalat. Could you imagine the gas? The gas and diarrhea from that, man, for protein. Parmalat, dry powdered milk with milk mixed. Could you imagine? In a blender. Oh, my God.
Man.
Oh, that was brutal. And then it's like, all right, we got to spend some money and get some protein powder. This cheap shit ain't working. This cheap gassy shit is not working. You have a good workout, and then next thing you know, you take that for post-workout, and then you're stuck in the toilet for the next hour or so with diarrhea.
Just lost 2 pounds.
Exactly. Yeah. It was like, wasn't working. Yeah. So yeah, it's a funny things we used to do to get big.
Did you ever do the raw eggs in the blender?
No, I wasn't stupid enough to do that, man.
Oh, I was.
Oh, no. I knew from the get-go not to do that Rocky shit.
I did that, and then once I started learning more about salmonella and stuff, I put the eggs in the microwave for a minute just to get them to almost like an omelet, and then throw them in the blender. Do
you remember the bodybuilder Gary Stridham?
Oh, I love Gary.
Oh, Gary, you remember his shakes used to be like 12 whole eggs. Oh, this is for the off season. 12 whole eggs, 2 cans of tuna, and apple juice. Yeah. And then blend that and try to drink that down. Imagine doing that craziness. You know what I mean? So if you think that's nasty, then yeah, try that.
Oh my God. So fast forward now, man. When did you start hooking up with Rob, and when did you start jumping on the Apollon bandwagon?
I always been in and out of Apollon. Ever since I started. Used to be owned by this guy named what's his name, Manoli. Okay. He used to be the longtime owner of Apollon, and Rob was just a trainer.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
He was just a trainer in the gym, and we used to see each other and like, hey, yeah. But he was always cool. We didn't know each other yet, but we just see each other often, and he was nice to me, and I was like, hey, what's up, man? But it was to a point where he started picking up business, and then eventually he bought the gym, but he brought in, who was he training? Alex Fedorov.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I was kind of a fan of Alex Fedorov. I was like, wow, Rob brought him in, and I had him training with him and taking pictures and video. Then we started talking a lot, me and Rob, and we started really hitting it off. So we became friends like that. And then things happen. You start going to you find another job, and you go off to another gym.
Yeah, yeah.
So I went to Apollon like once every 3-4 months. And then, we hooked up later. I don't know if you want to cover that now or later, or,
Yeah, talk about it now, man. You can open the door. Let's talk about it.
Yeah. So I went to Retro Fitness for a little bit, right?
Okay.
Put a law for many years. And, Rob bought Apollon from Manoli and doing his thing. And I was tearing up at Retro and Piscataway, had my gym partners and stuff. We never shot video. I thought I hated that.
Yeah,
I used to think people training and shooting video. I was like, oh, look at these arrogant little bastards, taking selfies, shooting video and stuff like that. I used to be those guys. I used to hate seeing that stuff. Get on my nerves. I was just straight training, just bam, bam, get in there, beat my partners to the ground in the gym, and then leave. And to see these guys with the cell phones, get the hell out of my way. You know what I mean? Get out of my face. And then my partner started getting into shooting video, for Instagram and stuff. I wasn't on Instagram yet. And I used to get mad at them. Oh, hold on, Alan, Dad, grab my phone, take a picture of me. I was like, no, I don't want to take a picture or video of you. I was like, please. And I started doing that, and I still get upset. And then what happens was they start taking video of me, and I wasn't liking it. I was like, yeah, whatever. And then they posted it on Instagram. It's like, yeah, your picture's on Instagram, your video's on Instagram. So I don't even have an Instagram. And it's like, So I was like, all right, let me go take a look at it, see what it is. And I saw the video. I was like, oh, God, let me see it. It's going to embarrass me. And I looked, I was like, wait a minute. I look pretty good on there.
I'm a handsome motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm moving weight. I was like, I wish I've documented some of this stuff, man. I was doing 150-pound dumbbells on the incline bench, and, I was doing 500-pound squats and 12 plates on each side on the leg press. I was like, I wish I documented a lot of that stuff. You know what I mean? And it's like, and I saw other people's videos, like, their videos are kind of boring. It's like, let me see if I can play with mine a little bit, make it a little different. I had a little music here and there, and it's like, I want my video to look different from this guy's video. This guy, he just takes his cell phone, prop it up on the corner, at the bottom. If somebody takes their phone and puts it on the floor in an angle, and they're looking at the phone while they're training, and they keep checking themselves. It's like, totally unprofessional. Just looks totally amateur. You can even see when they stop and start the video. You know what I mean? They go up to no type of editing. I used to get annoyed with that. So and then there's any music track. You don't even go with the video. You know what I mean? So I said, let me do something. Let me add music that goes with the video, and let me put effect here and there as the weeks progress. And it's like,
how long ago was that, Alan? When did you start doing that more?
Ooh, how long has it been? 3-4 years, maybe.
Okay.
3 or 4 years. And then people looked at it and it's like, hey, that's kind of cool. I was like, it is? It's like, yeah, man. It's like the music you got on it, that's got me going, man. I want to go to the gym after watching that. I was like, really? I was like, that video motivated? Like, yeah, man. It's like you were moving heavy weight and the music was going right with it. It's like, yo, man, you should do a little bit more. I was like, so I felt good because like I said, man, I motivated somebody to train after watching the video I did versus you got all these pros here and all these other guys. They've been posted way before me for years. They got hundreds of thousands of followers, but you said you like the way I do mine because it's a little different because the music is different. So I started, doing a little editing, make it go with the beat and, little transitions here and people start liking it a lot. I said, all right, let me do a little something different. I was like, I'm a comic book guy. I like stories. All right, let me add a theme to it. You know what I mean? Let me add some drama. Let me add some dramatic, cinematic music to the video and, give you some emotion. You know what I mean? You can feel the build up, or if the workout sucked, you can just feel the music, vibe with the video. It's like, man, I can feel how you were on that. And people was like, yo, I was getting messages, yo, that your videos, man, it's different from everybody else. It was like, we feeling it. It's like, I even saved your videos to watch later on. I was like, for real? Yeah. I was like, wow. I was like, my friend's like, maybe you're onto something. I was like, I guess so. I was like, I was just doing it for, just for fun. You know what I mean? Just to be a little different from everybody else. And then Rob hit me up after not speaking to him for a while. He's like, who's doing those videos that you're posting on? I said, I am. I just get a friend to hold the phone at the time and tell him to do certain angles, and then I just play with it and I post it. He's like, really? No one pays you to do any of those? I was like, no, he said, do you pay anyone to do those ads? Like, no, it's just me just editing it. I just do it for the fun of it. And he was like, it's like, you know what? We're good friends. It's like, come back to Apollon, do some videos, do your videos, whatever you're doing at Retro, come do it at Apollon.
Yep.
Just do your videos there. And said, and I'm going to hook you up. So I give you free membership. Just do your videos at Apollon from now on. Okay.
No brainer, dude.
Yeah. So, I started doing all my videos there. People started noticing, and it's like, hey, let's do a video. They asked me, hey, let's do a video together. It's like, all right. Some people say, hey, you want to shoot a video with me? Yeah. How much you charge? Like, I don't charge. I do it because I like doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got some people, they shoot videos for other people and they want to make money, because they have to, or I do it because I like doing it. You know what I mean? I still do it for free. If they want to give me something, fine. That's fine. I just want people to say, yeah, that video that you saw, Alan did it. Hero Muscle did it. Yeah. Hero just to let people know that I did it. You know what I mean? That's all. I like doing videos.
See, a lot of it, dude, is I mean, when you get to the sandwich, the middle of your videos, it's good stuff. But a lot of it, I'll be honest with you, is your intros. Is I think what brings people right in, where you get those, like some of the videos of the city shots, or you might have like a helicopter, or some of that other stuff, where it almost like just brings you in. You're like, wow, what's next?
Yeah. That's what the people's like. Man, the way you start your videos off, it's like some kind of movie intro. What's going on here? It's like, some videos you watch, you give it like a 2-3 seconds, they tune off. It's like they just want to see what's the next 60 seconds of this video is going to be, because this is interesting. You know what I mean? Yeah. So they just like the way they say I have like the best openings, I guess. I don't know. They say I do, and they said they love the way I start the videos off. Hey, it's cool with me if you like it. Yeah. Motivates me to keep doing the videos as long as you say, hey, I love the videos. Like, all right, cool, I'll keep doing them.
What editing software do you use?
I'm ghetto. I ain't got no laptop, man. I do it right off of a tablet. I use it off of KineMaster and KineMaster and Power Director. I'll eventually get up there to a real software editor.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, because I do a lot of my stuff on the phone on Power Director. Yeah. And then I have one to share Filmora on the laptop, but I find myself doing it more on my phone because it's already there instead of having to transfer it to the laptop and do everything.
Yeah, it's like a KineMaster is a paid app, and it's pretty much a desktop app for your phone. Okay. And it takes a while to learn it, and it's a paid version, but you can do some amazing stuff on it. You just have to give it time, practice with it. You can really do some professional stuff in KineMaster. So if you're like me, you don't have a laptop yet.
Yeah,
I'll eventually get one. Then I'll start getting, like Final Cut Pro and, stuff like that, DaVinci Resolve. But if you ain't got the money for all that, try to buy a KineMaster for Android or iPhone. Start mastering. You got to take tutorials, man. It takes a while to master. You'll be ready to I hate this app and throw it, just delete it. But you got to give it time and play with it. It takes time. Yeah. You just go through YouTube and watch tutorials how to do this and that. And then, you'll find that you'll fool a lot of people think that it's a pro video editor, and they'll find out I just did it on my phone or my tablet, KineMaster. So remember that one.
So when you film your footage at the gym, do you already have in your mind like how you want to do it, or you just kind of just start going through the internet and saying, looking at cool intros, or what's your mindset?
I have this idea of what I want to do. Yeah. When I go there. And then once I get there, it's all out the window. And I just go by instinct. It's like, hey, it ain't working. I'm not feeling it right now. I'm going to change the whole theme of what angle I'm going to sit or how I'm going to shoot it, or you know what I mean? It's like I used to write down of where I'm going to stand or what angle I'm going to give of myself or this person. But, it doesn't. Sometimes I just throw it out the window and just go by how I feel at the time. And then I'll take a million different types of videos, a million types of videos, and then and just say, okay, let me take this, cut it, color the video, cut it, try this and try that and see how it pieces together. But I always have music in mind. I listen to music all day and, just use different types of tracks,
Yep. So when you're doing your editing, are you a one-edit person, or are you the kind that says, it could be better, and spend like 3 hours on one little 2-minute video?
Exactly. I could. Yeah. A 60-second video could take me a day or two just to get just to look at, just to be satisfied. And sometimes I'm not satisfied. It's like, let me just post this, and then people say, "Oh man, that was awesome." I say, "It was." Sometimes you put like the stuff that you think is the best shit, and no one responds, and then you put something that you think is mediocre, and people's like, "Yo, that was the best video you've ever done." It's like, really? It's never that way. It's never that way. It's never the way you want it.
Do you get your wife's opinion on the videos, or you just kind of take it on yourself and upload it and let it go?
She's like, it looks good. That's about it,
You're happy, honey, I'm happy.
Yeah, exactly. So, I just share with a couple of people. I have Rob, hey, Rob, what do you think of this? Or have Eddie look at it or something like that, But usually it's just me.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm a big critic of what I put. Any video that you see me put up that's new, trust me, I've been through it over and over and over to the point where I just hate the song now. I used to love the song, and now I hate it because I've heard it a million different times, and I've tried to edit to the beat, and it's like,
Where do you pull your music from, though? Because a lot of it sounds like it's actually not trademarked, whatchamacallit, though, and not get caught on.
A lot of it is. I just play with the treble, play with the bass, and fade songs in and out. But I download everything everywhere.
Okay.
Copyrighted, non-copyrighted, and I'm trying to master music, There's ways around. There's ways around stuff.
All right, I'm listening intently now because that's one of my things. I need to keep working on my video, so I'm going to start learning.
You got to mess with the music. You got to try instrumentals. Maybe take the song and try to slow it down or speed it up and fade it in and out of here, or add some live video effects, like add some like barbells and dumbbells in the background, just to hide the music. You know what I mean? So the YouTube algorithm doesn't pick it up.
You a typical Joycey shady person. I'm a New Yorker too, brother. It's all good. I'm shady too to a fault, so it's all good.
That's why I like it. That's why I'm an Android guy, because Android is real shady, because you can download anything you want, man. You know how many movies I got on my phone? I was just watching the new Bad Boys movie the other day on my phone. That's the beauty of Android.
So where did Heroic Muscle come up from? Or come up with?
Where it came from?
Yeah, where'd you come up with the name?
Well, because being that I'm a big fan of comic books, superheroes are my main thing. Yeah, being a big fan of superheroes and stuff like that. And then at the same time, I was a big fan of bodybuilding. So I'll say it made sense. That's why I wanted to got into training, because I wanted to look like the heroes I read about. I wanted to build muscle. I was like, heroes and muscle were like, we're synonymous, right? Yeah. Is that the word? Yeah. So I was like, it's like that made sense. Somebody ripped off my name later, but hey, you know what? Forget that guy.
Dude, I noticed on Instagram you have your main Instagram handle, but then you got like 2 backups.
Yeah, just in case. In case. Yeah, there's this other guy, right? He took my because at the time I was like pushing the pre-workout and stuff.
Okay.
Under Heroic, under my name, and then some IFBB guy from Texas decided to use my name as his and make a pre-workout. You know what I mean? It's like, and just somebody say, "Hey, Alan, you make your own pre-workout?" I was like, "No." I was like, "Why?" Because there's a Heroic Muscle pushing out a pre-workout, just like you were promoting Apollons, and I was like, "Oh, this guy." Yeah,
that's right. I remember that now. I know who you're talking about. Yeah,
me and him went back and forth. He trademarked the name and everything. I was like, "Oh, okay. All right, you could be an asshole if you want. I'm going to make sure no one knows who the hell you are, because I'm putting content. I'm going to make sure when people think of Heroic, when they see the name Heroic Muscle, they'll never think of you. They'll see you as some knockoff. And so when they see Heroic Muscle, they'll think of me and not the guy who stole my name a year or two ago. Yeah.
Maybe I'll bring him on the show, and we'll just kind of have you ambush him right in.
So, he can use that name. He even changed to Heroic Muscle Supps, but, his T-shirts say Heroic Muscle and stuff, but everybody knows that Heroic Muscle is me, and he's a knockoff. So
Okay.
you can't help it. You know, there's knockoffs. There's knockoff for Apollon products. You know, you see knockoff assassin products. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So you know, everyone. You know, there's always somebody's going to try to ride your name a little bit and take it as their own. But people know who it is. He's a small time guy making some bullshit pre-workout and put heroic muscle on it. I'm like, Jesus Christ! If you're going to make a supplement, a pre-workout with the name Heroic Muscle, at least make it strong. You know what I mean? His product was just it's like a step above C4. I mean, it's like nothing special.
Yeah,
It's like at least make if you don't put Heroic Muscle on your supplement, at least make it strong, man. Come on, it's a bullshit product. You know what I mean? It's like whatever.
So talking subs. I know you're a Apollon guy, and that's obvious because obviously a great brand. I'm good friends with Rob. He's been on the show a few times as well. I mean, out of the whole lineup, is there anything you like more than the other? Not trying to put you on the spot, but is there something that you really use pretty regularly versus the other things in the line?
Outside of Apollon or just the Apollon stuff?
Apollon itself. Like he's got whatever, 5, 6, 10 different products. Is there one or two that you find yourself really gravitating to? Or did you really like more than others?
Let me see. What do I like more? I'm a big fan of, if I look at my bag, not the Chaos Fat Burner. What's the other one that he makes? It's under Anarchy Labs. Is it Warrior? Oh my God, I can't believe it.
Uh-oh.
Warrior is a test booster, which is great, and he has the other one, Shogun. Okay. Shogun Fat Burner. Yeah, I'm a big fan of the Shogun Fat Burner. That's not like his favorite, but that's my favorite, and I use that on keto. That one helped me lose a ton of body fat.
Really? Okay.
Versus Chaos. Yeah, a lot of people are fans of Chaos. I was a big fan of the Shogun Fat Burner. That was my number one fat burner.
Interesting.
So, yeah.
So what are you using now for the line pretty regularly?
I got my last little bit of Shogun left.
Okay.
But I use that. I have his Hooligan not bare knuckle, regular Hooligan.
Okay. Yep.
And then that Hooligan.
I have to be honest, dude, and you'll hear this from my other shows and stuff. I'm a stim sensitive guy, but I've tried it's the Hooligan. It's the high calf, right?
Yeah, that's the one that's like 700 milligrams of caffeine.
Yeah. That actually didn't jitter me out, kept me really cool and calm, which I was scared of it.
It's different. Like, it's more. It doesn't hit you at once. It's more like a time release caffeine.
Yeah.
People want to crap on it, like certain guys I went to war with not a couple months ago.
But I knew it was gonna come up, brother. I knew it was gonna come up.
Oh, we're good now. But you got to try the product out. I mean, let me tell you about the Apollon products at Rob. The reason why I really like them is that I was one of the few guys to try this stuff way before released.
Yeah.
I tried it from the worst versions to the best versions. I used to get them in a baggie. Say, hey, Alan, try this, and try this version of Hooligan. Let me know how it is. It's like, oh my God, I'll say it tasted awful, and I crashed. I went to sleep right after workout. Then it's like, I tell him, you need to put this in there. You try this. He's a guy that listens to feedback.
Yes.
He's a dude that he's not someone that has a whole bunch of formulators and let them put it together and then give it to him to try. He's a guy that does a study, puts the formula together, and then gives it to somebody like me and tells me what's in it, and then try it out and give my honest opinion. And if something's wrong, he's going to get my feedback of what I think is wrong with it and what I think should be put in it. And then, he's going to try to add that in there and study a little bit more and then get back to me and try this version and see how you like it. You know what I mean? So I know the process of all these things that he, everybody in the gym are lab rats.
Yeah. That's why I love Rob, man, because he has no fear of speaking his mind. Yeah. But in the same boat, he's also very open to taking feedback and criticism and opinions.
Exactly.
It's very rare to find both. Very rare to find both.
And I know he's very passionate about putting it in there. But, I tell him it's not that great. He won't be happy, but he's like, I'd rather hear it from you. I'm very good friends with him, very honest. And I just, and he tries to, I see the stuff he puts into it, man. He really puts his heart and soul into it. And like I said, I tried all the products from their test subjects test levels up to the final product. So I know it goes through them because I tried all the bad versions of it till the perfect version was released.
I know. His Overdrive. I think he just dropped a new version of that.
Overtime.
That to me, that seems a little scary for me because I know it's very high in the stims, but again, it looks like people are loving it.
Yeah, that I have both versions of Overtime. The newest one is 6 capsules in the max. Don't you ever take 6 capsules. Don't you ever take 5 capsules. I think for you, max is maybe 3. Okay. I took 5 capsules and I was like, I couldn't sit still. I had a lot of anxiety from it. Okay. I was like, I had to move. I was like, man, this stuff is strong. It's not even, it's like 1 cap, less than to the max. I was like, and it lasted a long time. I was like, 5.5 hours, almost 6. Just when I think it's wearing off, I get another kick of energy. So it was like a big time release. Yeah. So you got to find the right dosage to start off low. So I just jumped right into it. I didn't even take the max. I jumped right into 5 capsules. The shit is legit.
So I know, obviously, I'm watching videos with Eddie that you're a stim junkie like he is.
He made me a stim junkie. That's his fault. See, I met Eddie through at Retro. I didn't know who Eddie was until I was like, I was going searching through YouTube and I see this guy. Oh, this guy's from New Jersey. Who is this freaking wacko? You know what I mean? Who's this nutty, annoying guy on YouTube? Muscle players. Like, who is this guy? Then I ran into, like, wait a minute. You're that guy on YouTube. I ran into in Retro. And he's like, yeah. And we just hit it off from there. And we became friends.
And he knows this. I don't say he scared me, but when I saw his videos, I was like, same thing. Who the fuck is this Joker?
Yeah, like, annoying. I was like,
all right, whatever, dude. And
I was like, this guy's annoying to me. Yeah.
And then Nick from Rage introduced me, and now Eddie and I talk every day, if not every other day. So
and that's my boy. Yeah, that's my boy. Like I said, I started off like I was annoyed at this guy. So I can't watch this guy's video. I was like, I'm watching 10 minutes to even get to the point of this review. It's like, what am I doing? And after a while, it starts to grow on you. It's like, let me see what else this crazy guy is doing. I just keep watching it. You know what I mean? You just can't. You say you don't like it, but then you start watching it more and more and more, and then and then you're tuning in more, and then you start becoming a fan of it. You know what I mean?
He's getting better.
Grow on you.
Yeah, and he's getting better with his videos because I know there's some that like 40, 50-minute kind of movies, and that's always the running joke. Dude, 15 minutes or less. Come on, brother.
Yeah. Unless you got a really long, boring day, that's. Then I'll take it. But yeah, man, the guy is great, man. It's a cool guy. That's my boy right there. It's good to bum supplements off of him when I'm low.
So obviously your basement doesn't look anything like his?
No, I wish, but no, nothing that close. I'm a big supplement guy, but nothing that close. But no, he made me a freaking stim junkie. I wasn't big on stims like that. I took them, but not that exotic stuff that he takes. That's all because of him. That's his fault. I blame him.
Dude, what's wrong with the supplement industry nowadays? Because I know you're very passionate. You're very outspoken on a lot of your Instagram and whatnot.
Well, just like you and me, we've tried everything. We see going to Flex Magazine was on the main thing. You see in Flex Magazine, you try this product. We tried Muscle Tech stuff, which was the biggest, highest seller, and you bought into that, and you're like, oh, this is bullshit. You know what I mean? What is this? You see the ingredient label. You can't even see the ingredient label. It's a proprietary blend, and you buy into that. You buy tons of stuff from like GNC. You start to learn in what's good and what's bad. Just like you see these ads, they have the pros in it. Half the pros, they just take the money. They dare not use that product to get ready for the Olympia because that would just ruin their physique. Yeah. So you learn that it's all bullshit. The 90s, early 2000s stuff. And that kind of went away. And then recently on Instagram, there's been a resurgence of Muscle Tech style advertisement on Instagram. You know what I mean? And YouTube that has resurged through, these not pros, but I guess fitness personalities who are able to get the teenagers onto it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And I was like, look at this shit. Muscle Tech is back. Muscle Tech is back under different names and stuff. And it's like, one guy, who it is. he was promoting. I accused okay, let's just say me and Fitness Informer are good guys or good peoples. You know, it's cool. I believe he's changed his ways. He seems to be real cool. There's been a truce, but he reminded me of a Muscle Tech ad. He was to me, he was a Muscle Tech ad for all these supplement companies. It was pretty much, I believe that if I want to get a good advertisement, no matter how trash my product is, I'm going to go to this guy and pay him to say it for us. You know what I mean? Because I know he has a big following. You got all these kids following him. So if they say, you know, my C4 is the most powerful product in the world, and I get him to say it, oh, they're going to buy it. They're going to believe it. You know what I mean? So he has enough followers. He must be reputable. You know what I mean? I said, this guy's full of shit. He's just an advertisement. You know, like the guys, I was saying, this guy's fooling everybody. I kids asking me about, you know, what do you think about this guy? You know, I bought this product based on what he said, and it's not getting results. Maybe I should get this other product that he's pushing. Maybe I was like, yeah, he's fooling you. I was like, he's a paid advertiser. He's full of shit. Those reviews are all paid. Everyone goes to him. All these crap companies pay him to pretty much paper review.
Yeah.
Paper review. I call him. I accuse him of, like, you know, you're just an ad, man. Your reviews are bullshit. And you saw what happened. I had made a little post of that
Shield.
I put the Shield, the wrestling belt, and I put, like, you know, I said, Fitness Informant. I mean, that wrestling belt that you created to give to as an award, it fits you, because I was like, just like wrestling, you know, you're fake. You know what I mean? You know, things like that. So, you know, but you know, launched a little war that Rob got involved with. A lot of people got involved with. You saw what happened, you know.
Oh yeah.
Some people price plow chimed in, but you know, I'm gonna get negative response, especially from, you know, some of his sponsors and a lot of his followers from kids and stuff. But I got a shit ton more support from people saying, hey man, you did the right thing. He's like, you said something that we've all been trying to say for years. It's like, we thought this guy was bullshit, but we didn't want to say nothing, and you got out there and you said it. I was like, well, I believe if something is bullshit, and I see people are feeding into his shit, and people I know are buying his shit, and they're getting ripped off, I'm going to speak up on it. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm going to express my opinions, you know? So it got ugly for a little bit, you know that.
Yeah.
But it seemed to open a lot of eyes.
So did the fences mend when Rob were on the show, or you guys already mend like before that?
It started mending about a month and a half ago.
Oh, okay. All right.
I think he started changing. I think Fitness Informant started changing his ways a little bit. I think he's brought some legitimacy to it. I mean, so
okay.
You start to see that now that the stuff that he's promoting is an advertisement. It's a little bit more clear. You know what I mean? You start to see a little bit of honesty coming out. So, you know, we started calling the truce. You know what I mean? We're actually going to meet up eventually, and we're going to meet. He's going to come down he's probably going to come down in Jersey, and then we're all going to meet up and really hash this out. So,
do you ever go down to the I know Justin always goes, and Eddie goes, the big store in New York. They have like a big expo, whatever. Not Nutra something.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking. Nutra.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
It'll come to you after we hang up.
Yeah. Yeah, I've never been down there.
Okay.
I've never been down there. Yeah. Yeah, because he did it for like Olympus Labs and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I can't remember that name.
It's all right, brother.
Eddie, put in the comments at the bottom what that store is.
Oh, my God. Well, dude, it's been like a little bit over an hour, man. What else you want to chat about? Or yeah.
Oh my God, man, we're just having fun, man. Oh my goodness, I can't believe that. Holy shit, man.
All right, dude, I'll ask you this. You a sports guy? We'll kind of start wrapping up a little bit. Sports guy?
Yeah, football, basketball, Giants, New York Giants. Basketball, I'm more of a individual player. LeBron fan.
So here's a question I always ask, because again, I'm a New Yorker. Jets and Giants have been in Jersey for like 35 years. Why is it still New York and not New Jersey? Riddle me this, Batman.
Because their stadium is in New Jersey? Why is it New Jersey Giants?
Yeah, why is it New Jersey Giants and the New Jersey Jets? Gotcha.
Because it doesn't sound right. You know, you got L.A., New York. You know what I mean? You got the big names like that. New Jersey is not. You know, the New Jersey Lakers is not going to sound as good as the L.A. Lakers. You know what I mean? Or New York Knicks is not going to sound good as the New Jersey Knicks. You know what I mean?
That's probably the best place
the Brooklyn Nets sound better than the New Jersey Nets. You know, it's just the name itself. It works. Like the Las Vegas Raiders. Is that ever going to sound right? No, it's never going to sound right.
Yeah, no, it's true with that. I know it was L.A. and Oakland, and I still have a tough time calling them L.A. over the Oakland for so many years.
Yeah, but Giants to me is always New Jersey team. I'm sorry. It's New York Giants, but they're still New Jersey.
Are they going to be okay with Manning finally hanging them up? Or are they going to need to rebuild for a couple of years?
They need to rebuild. The kid they got has a lot of potential. He just got to stop throwing those goddamn picks. He got a lot of damn. He got a lot. He's really talented, but he throws a lot of stupid picks. So he's just a little bit more experience. The less turnovers he throws, I think what is it? And Daniel Jones. He has a lot of potential in him.
They need to bring Plexico back.
He didn't recover after he shot himself in the foot. So.
Oh my God.
But yeah, man. See, I've always been a Giants fan, but yeah. That's how it is.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, brother, it's been a pleasure, man. You know,
yeah.
We did this, and it's long overdue, and we got to do this again, man. Next time we'll get
absolutely.
Throw some spikes in.
Yeah, man. We're going to do that. Yep, we're going to get to Eddie, maybe from Nick from Rage, and just go all out. How about that? I'm down.
Yeah, that'd be like a 4-part series, because it'd probably be a 4-hour episode.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely, that'll be fun. It's good to talk to you, man.
Yeah, Alan, tell everybody your Instagrams, your YouTube sites, everything else, man. Lay it down.
All right. My YouTube is Heroic Muscle, and my Instagram, I'm the real Heroic Muscle. Don't go to that other bullshit guy. My Instagram is heroic_muscle, and simple as that. And you'll see my little avatar in there. So heroic_muscle on Instagram, and YouTube is just pure Heroic Muscle, and I'll pop right up there, baby.
Awesome. Dude, stick on for one more minute. I'm going to stop recording here. We'll chat for a little more.
Sure.
All right, guys. Thank you for everybody for listening in, and hope you enjoyed the episode. We're kind of all over the lot, from superheroes to bodybuilding to wherever else. Great episode.
Absolutely, baby. Boom.